Welcome to this special edition of One-on-One with Believers Companion. This episode is brought to you by Reach Out with Health Awareness Initiative. You see, as we celebrate and reflect on World Abortion Day and the broader issues of sexual and reproductive health and rights in Nigeria, you see, Nigeria is a country where faith and culture play a significant role in shaping our values and practices. So it is very important, it is essential to have an open and honest conversation about our health and our well-being. So today, I have two amazing personalities in the studio to discuss how faith communities can support and promote sexual and reproductive health and rights, particularly in the areas of family planning, maternal health, and reducing maternal mortality in Nigeria. Our goal is to create a platform for faith leaders and interfaith groups to share their perspectives, to share their experiences, and to share their insights on how to improve access to sexual and reproductive health and rights, especially the information and its services. The Interfaith Action for Health Care project aims to promote compassion, to promote dignity, and to promote justice in our communities. We believe that faith can be a powerful tool for positive change, and we are committed to working together to improve access to accurate information about sexual and reproductive health and rights, to reduce stigma and judgment around reproductive health issues, to mobilize faith communities to advocate for policies and programs that protect the health and well-being of women, especially young girls. In this episode, we will explore how interfaith voices can promote sexual and reproductive health rights and support the health and the well-being of our communities. We will share stories, we'll share insights, and we'll share strategies that highlight the importance of compassion, the importance of empathy, that will help us understand this topic thoroughly. Join me and my guest as we reflect on the significance of sexual and reproductive health and rights and how we can work together to create a more supportive and more inclusive environment for everyone. It is with great pleasure and with great honor that I welcome my guest, Alhaji Adeyinka Abdulwahid. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, the moderator.
Also, I have a respected Christian leader, a youth leader, and a fantastic teacher of the word. I'm talking about my brother, Mr. Damilola Shodia. You're welcome to the studio, sir.
Good morning, thank you.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure being here.
Thank you so much, and it is good to have you here. Alhaji,
Yes.
let me start from you. Let's begin with the foundation, faith and dignity. My first question is this. Why should faith leaders engage in conversations about reproductive health and well-being, and what unique value do they bring?
Religion or faith should not be a barrier to the human living. But there's no how you relate with each other without relating with each other. Religion, as you have made mention, should be a bridge. It should not be a barrier to one's life living. There's no how the interfaith leaders should not put mouth in the faith belief, because when you born a child without teaching them the moral to live to have a successful life will be difficult. So it is compulsory. You put mouth in the faith to the upbringing of the children.
In conclusion, what you're saying is that religion leaders and faith leaders should always teach and talk about reproductive health and well-being, because these things are part of life, and as a leader, it is essential that they lend their voice to this topic. Thank you very much for that contribution. So I will ask you the same question, Mr. Dami. What are your views about this question I've asked Alhaji?
Okay. There's this saying that says health is wealth. Your congregants, their well-being, their mental, physical, and that's the combination of what the health looks like, goes a long way. And if your congregants are not in the right state of right frame of mind, then you don't want to be that leader if you don't identify that. So it's a good thing that faith leaders and religious leaders put him out, and of course not just put him out, do it as a teaching, so that people can take cognizance of their health to promote that positive health-seeking behavior among the congregation. So for me, is a take for me for religious leaders to lend their voices into the reproductive well-being of their congregation, especially in the church or even in the mosque. Right now, we have the younger generation. The influx is becoming much more with the younger generation. So it's a good thing that we talk about our reproductive well-being.
Fantastic. So the next question, I will direct it from you so we can keep the conversation going. So as a Christian, how do your faith tradition emphasize compassion, care, and dignity for people making personal health decisions?
Well, probably let me just say some practical things we do in my church. What was part of the initiative when I became the youth president to dedicate a particular Sunday to look at health and well-being of the congregant. So it's on every last Sunday, you do normal vitals to check the BP, to check the sugar level of before the service. Sometimes when we see that there are cases, we'll take some of the cases, because I also initiated the medical team for the church, and we have that segment. We just let the person rest, because you can't be with that kind of health and you are saying you are worshiping. Anything can happen. So we take time, you let them rest. If it's something that is that needs referrals, we connect with the nearest health facility for onward management, and that we've been doing that for every last Sundays for now, and that has been taking its spread to all of our parishes within our jurisdiction, because like I said when I started, that health is wealth, and that's the beginning of who we are.
That's amazing. I think in conclusion, what you are saying, or in summary, is that as we are building our spiritual life, we should also try as much as possible to build our physical health, because you can't be, if you're not healthy, you really cannot worship in truth and in spirit. And that is a fantastic word. So Alaji, I want to ask you this question. You agree with me that faith is often seen as a moral compass. How can faith teachings guide people without making them feel judged or feel separated from the others?
Yes. I don't think faith can make them judge, because if you put it in practice, like recently we organized a youth week in our mosque. So during that week, there was a day specified for it to check your body, to check what is going on, and free drugs were also presented. It is good to the earlier discovery of disease. We make sure that the person get
adequate treatment.
Except if that person is sick, before it is, if a person is over sick, before you treat that person, it takes a long time, long morning before you can heal that person. But earlier, if you check your body often and often, and it was discovered that you are not feeling fine, so there will be little drugs for you to take to make sure you are okay.
Fantastic. So, Mr. Dami, I'm going to ask you the same question. But before I do that, I want to make a comment. Do you agree with me that sometimes the people in faith oftentimes judge other people for the kind of choices that they make? Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah, I will say yes and I will say no. Why will I say yes? It's basically our book still says, my people perish because of lack of wisdom.
Knowledge, yes.
So sometimes when people make some certain decisions and then we judge them, is because we are not looking beyond. We are not looking at why is that decision being made. We are just using our own value to, to judge that person. Whereas there are underneath circumstances that informed that choice of decision, which if that decision is not being taken, it could be life-threatening. Why I will say no is that sometimes we have a right to our health. Right to it is a fundamental of my right. It's my right. And I don't need anyone to infringe on my health right. So sometimes we need to balance it as faith leaders to know that when people make certain decisions, we should not judge. Rather, let's look at what are the consequences. What are the reasons for that actions. Then we can balance it where we know the inactions and provide information accordingly for them to also make informed decisions.
Thank you very much. I do not believe that Christianity and Islam are in competition. I do not believe that.
For me, too, I do not believe.
I do not believe that.
We
So
are not competitors.
I'm going to ask a question. How do your faith tradition emphasize compassion, care, and dignity for people making health decisions?
Christian shows love and compassion. And I'm sure the Muslims also show love and compassion. These are shared principles. And that's the teachings we had from the Almighty God, even through Christ. He said, I will show mercy to my people. Even though he walked with the Jews, he ate with them, he dined with them. He did not castigate them. So that's to let you know that here's a shared principle of love, compassion, and peace. So if we have that at the background of our heart and our mind, when people make informed decisions about their health, if these three things are in our mind, we should respect some of their choices. But while respecting some choices, we should not be detrimental to others. While I say, okay, I respect your choices, but that choice you have made should not be detrimental to me. Because I also have my own health rights, like you have yours.
Thank you very much. That's a sound explanation. But Alhaji, to have a balanced conversation, it is very essential that we listen to both parties. So, Alhaji, I'm asking you the same question.
Yes.
You agree with me that Christianity and Islam, they are not competitors?
We are not competitors.
So what are the shared principles that these two religions
days,
has?
When we were infants, our fathers, you see, they share things in common. I could remember during the time of Carol, December time, we do go to church.
Wow. Was your father an Alhaji?
My father was an Alhaji.
Wow.
We go to church to celebrate that Carol with them. Even during the time of December period, say December 31st to January 1st, we do participate.
Wow.
They just say when we want to do the Kayo, that time the new year of a Muslim, they share with us. If you want to do
Ramadan,
that is layer. They come to us. We eat together. So religion is not a competition. It's not a barrier. It is a bridge. It should be a bridge between the interviews. So it is this innovation, the new churches that are bringing the discrimination.
The new churches,
yes,
or
new generation,
both Christian and Muslim.
Yes, so
so that we can have a balance.
Even in the Muslims, some people will say your
exactly.
It's not we will touch ground. That's one. It is not. It is. We did not see all this one when we were born. The same thing with Christian. They say this one is CGM con. All those things. It was not like that in the olden days. Religion, it is not a barrier. Rather, it should be a bridge. So there's no competition between both faiths.
Thank you very much.
It's also interesting that some, like I mentioned earlier, the medicals for my church. It's also interesting. I have an Alhaja who lives beside my church. With her hijab comes to the church to take the medical services. So that's to let you know that it's a shared value. And my background is very funny. My father is a pastor. My mom my mom is the firstborn of an imam.
Wow. That's the story for another day.
So, well, that's why it's a bridge. It shouldn't be a gap. It's a bridge to unite people. That I keep saying anytime I have the opportunity to keep telling people that both religion or any religion, we are not competitors. We should be collaborators for peace.
We should be collaborators for peace. Every religion exists for a reason, and we are not competitors. We should come together to make the world a better place. Yeah. This is the message that we are trying to pass with this podcast. Now, before we continue, I have just one more question, and that is about human rights. You see, human rights is a universal language. Yeah. And I think, personally, religion should be a tool for promoting human rights. Alaji, I want you to speak concerning this too. How do you think Islam can help promote human rights, especially when it comes to health choices?
Well, Islamic religion does not encourage someone to infringe on someone's choice. This religion we are talking about, we were born in this religion. I was not opportune to choose that religion. I was born to that religion. So that was if I decided tomorrow that I want to change to Christianity, that doesn't debar me. It is my choice. In Nigeria, we have freedom of association, freedom of religion. It should not debar me from participating in the religion I believe I want to choose. My daughter, that was one of my daughter that married Christian. So be it. That is her choice. So my children, one of my son also married from Christian family. We go from all the way from this place to Ekiti.
Wow.
To go and bring that girl. She's a Christian. That is one. One out.
Yeah.
So no quarrel about it. No fight. It is their right. It is their choice. That doesn't mean because a married Christian, if you don't come and celebrate with me during the Eid Kabir or during the Eid Fitri, they must come because I am the one that gave birth to them, and they must also collaborate to make out the festivity a joyous one. That is it.
You want to say something?
Yeah. Sometimes, okay. Will I say because I'm a Christian, I'm not feeling too well and I'm visiting the health facility doctor and he's a Muslim who wants to treat me?
And you say no?
I will say no. So religion should promote positive health-seeking behavior and sustain it. Today you hear Dr. Wahab, tomorrow you hear Dr. Gabriel. They work in the same facility. If they don't share same common principle, would they be saying, I'm only attending to Christians and Dr. Wahab should attend to Muslims? The thing is, no. So we should use religion as a tool to promote positive health-seeking behavior.
We should use religion to promote positive behavior. Listen, human rights is not illusory. It is something everybody should have, and religion shouldn't be a barrier. Yeah. This is where we'll end this segment. We'll go for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more discussion. I still have with me here Alhaji Abdul Wahid and my amazing brother, Mr. Damilola. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us again. I still have with me in the studio Alhaji Abdul Wahid and my brother, Mr. Damilola. So thank you so much once again for coming to One-on-One with Believers Companion.
All right.
Yeah. So let's talk about stigmatization. The WHO reminds us that stigma and misinformation are among the greatest barriers to safe, supportive health care. Faith leaders have power to change this reality. You will agree with me. So the question I'm asking is this. What real harms do stigma and silence cause on individuals, on families, and on communities? Alhaji, I want you to answer us.
I'm a Muslim. I want to tell you that I attended Christian school throughout my life. I attended Bristol Baptist Primary School in Okija, Abeokuta. I attended Baptist Primary School in Abeokuta. Then I went to Dile College of Technology in Ondo. It's a Christian school also. And I'm a Muslim. That doesn't disturb me from practicing my religion. I was a vice president in Baptist Primary School of division. That division covers more than 12 schools. So, and in that school, it's a Christian school, as I've told you. Muslim school also attended that school. Suppose they stigmatize, maybe I may not have opportunity of going to school. So stigmatization in schools, in religion, I don't think it is healthy. It is not healthy because it will deny some people from getting opportunity to go further. So,
thank you very much for that detail, Mr. Dami. What are the real actions that can come out of stigmatization?
Well, I will still say that stigmatization happens everywhere in every sector, even in the workforce, even in the church, even in the mosque. It depends on how we view it. When people are being stigmatized against, they feel unwanted. They feel isolated. They feel I'm not part of this sector. I'm not part of the church. And they get withdrawn. And oftentimes, it may lead to depression. And ultimately, they can commit suicidal attempts or eventually commit suicide because they are being stigmatized against. And people in this position, they want to talk to someone. For instance, maybe a pastor's son was convicted being a rapist. The pastor will say, what will my congregation say? From there, he will lose his belief if it's not strong enough. And you know what that adverse effect can be? Fortunately or unfortunately, if the guy is a choir coordinator, a lot of women will say, my daughter will not go to that church. The family can be the pastor can be withdrawn from actual service, which will have adverse effect on his mental health, even the physical well-being. You understand? Or let's just say a woman or Daddy Mommy Gio's daughter, terminated a pregnancy. The societal stigma, the label that Mommy Gio's daughter. And the era of the social media we are, the tweets keep going on, the conversation going on, it became viral. And you see the mom say, I would rather die than facing this shame. So the shame attached to stigma alone let those in that situation get isolated, not seeking help at times because the culture of silence will now set in. I would rather keep quiet and die than letting the world, knowing what I'm passing through. So stigma itself is a label that if you are not careful, for instance, if they label a street, that this street, this is the way they work, this street, if you pass on this street, you get kidnapped. You can see that street being isolated. Nobody wants to go to that area. Anybody, sometimes even it's a name. There are people we know that they've sold their name in this country. The mention of that name, you don't want to have any dealings with them. And the person might be a good person. But because of that name. So the label stigma itself and the consequences, nobody can control the consequences. No, we can only give up, how would I call it? We can only mitigate it. You understand? The moment, and it comes, I might not know somebody, but the problem that, the issue stigma will have caused that because that label has been established. So in my mindset,
you will be dealing with the person based on what
people are saying. So for me, I used to say, this person is a thief. don't call that person a thief until the person has stolen from you.
I understand you totally. Now, when you were explaining, there's something you mentioned, which is the silent culture. So let's talk about silent culture. Mr. Dami, what real harms do stigma and silence cause on individuals, on families, and on communities?
Honestly, silent culture in the family goes a long way. And it begins with I keep telling people, the family is not about the father. The family is about everyone. If you are in a family whereby you don't share your thoughts, the culture of silence sets in. Children cannot talk to their father, they cannot talk to their mother. The wife cannot talk to the husband cannot talk to the wife. So the culture of silence, let me remain where I am, will set in, and a lot of things will keep going on. And, sometimes I know of a family friend, if the father honk his car, everybody disappears. So if the child are going through emotional torture or something, who would they talk to? And that's why they talk to their peers, who may mislead or lead them right. They may lead them right or mislead them. It depends on that space. So the culture of silence in the family, for people listening to us, I would advise the family to open a discussion channel. Let your children be free to discuss
with you.
Let your wife be free to discuss with you. Let your husband be free to discuss with you. Same thing when we take it to the church. Everybody should be free to have a conversation, not just with the head of the church, the society you belong, or the sect you belong. You should be able to talk and say, no, people say problem shared is already half solved. So that person needs us to call. So the culture of silence in the family, if it's not well managed, you will see, Omo mi gentle. Sorry, I'm using Yoruba language. Say, Omo mi gentle. My child cannot.
Your child is gentle.
And one day they just come with the child being handcuffed, and then your child did this. You'll be marveled.
Be shocked.
And the next thing you say, my village people are after me. No, the culture of silence has played a role.
Thank you so much for that deep insight. But I strongly believe that it is possible to have a stigma-free environment. So, Alhaji, advise us, how can faith leaders create safe, stigma-free environments where people can openly discuss sensitive health challenges?
The religious leader can organize the youth-friendly meeting. Like in Muslim setting now, there should be something like a youth wing. If there's a youth wing, then you select you elect somebody that will monitor their programs, to talk to them, to advise them, to give them the insight of the Holy Quran, to share experience with them. This can be arranged because it is every week. There's a session every week, so there should be youth session. During that session, they can promote that one. Like our Christian people now, they say they have a Bible study. During the time of Bible study, they can share knowledge together. So this will discourage silence. What they cannot tell their parents, they be free to share with their peers. Because when you see youth association, it combines the male and female. So from that place, they can be taught, if you are a female and someone want to rape you, how you can say no. There's education on that. The male also will be advised or will be taught the danger in raping someone. If you want to marry, you marry. Not to do a side chick. So if you are doing that, if there's available for that one, they'll be able to share their thoughts. So this will discourage the stigma and the silence, and it will not, because if they keep something inside that they do not share with their peers, they may end up getting suicide. So, but if they are able to free themselves from that place, they will be bold enough because it is a teaching. They will be bold enough. You are teaching them how to be bold, how to speak to the public, how to safeguard yourself in times of danger. So all those ones will be taught in a youth session.
Thank you very much, Alaji. When you were explaining, you mentioned some very, very key things, which I am going to use to ask my next question, and I will direct that question to you, Mr. Damilola. And one of the things you mentioned is the Christian religion having something like a Bible study. So, Mr. Damilola, I want to ask you this. In churches where we gather to have our Bible studies and we teach the Bible and we discuss the Bible, can we also, do you think Christian leaders can also introduce sensitive health discussions and people will be able to discuss sensitive health topics without fear of being stigmatized? How do you think the religion leaders can do this?
Yeah, okay, very well. It's possible. And I will say it in this way. Number one, as religious leaders, we should open channel of communication. 2, we should be creative with our programs. Not all programs are fasting. Should be creative about the programs to meet the desire of a congregation. And some programs could be segmental. Basically, there are some programs that will be targeted at the singles. There are programs that will be targeted at the married ones. There are programs that will be targeted with the male. So, and for each of everybody in the church, they belong to one society or the other. So, that societal meetings, the Bible studies, and all avenues should be explored to bring in sensitive topics.
Especially
on
health-related.
Health-related topics, because we should not deceive ourselves. We don't talk about our health. And that's why people will go on the social media to say, yes, this is the remedy. But when people say that you are congregations, the congregants, they are just like babies, toddlers, that you want to feed with nutrients. And the nutrients are the creativity imbibed in your programs and the church. That will make them come and invite more people. If I are doing a program that is targeted and is helping my health, I have people in my clients who are undergoing that same challenge. I will bring them to the church. So the Bible says, irrespective of their, I just told you that an allergy will come to take up medical services in the church. So it is possible we can explore all avenues where people meet to open channel of discussion on health-related issues. So we should be creative about it. And for every of our discussion, they are in the biblical teachings. We can as well relate it with it.
Thank you very much. So, Alaji, I want to ask you this quickly. How do you think Christians and Muslims, especially the leaders of this religion, can come together to send a powerful message of unity against stigma?
This can happen. When we said Muslim, we said Christian. They are under community. We should encourage the community leaders to arrange a program for both. When we said a community program, and that the interfaith also will be involved. Whether you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, and you are otherwise. This can only be managed by community leaders. So during this period, you invite the clerics, the Muslim clerics, the Christian clerics, that have even they can be of age, but they are vibrant. Once they have a youth minded, we can also call them a youth leader. So those people, when they see their peers, their mates, their colleagues together, they can learn from each other. So those leaders, the faith leaders, we taught them how you can relate with other faith without problem. Islam is a religion of peace. The meaning of Assalam is peace. They will expatiate more on them to them. They will discourage them on violence. You tell them, when you taught them how to manage themselves, if there's any grievances, they bring it to their leaders. We solve the problem together. Problem shared, problem solved. Than to just keep malice with each other. So during the community program or community session, we can invite both faiths to talk to them and invite their leaders. So thereby you control the stigma.
Thank you very much, sir. You've done justice to that question, and I really appreciate you. In a nutshell, you're saying our community leaders, our politicians, they should be a unifier. They should find a way of bringing this religion together to work together for the good of the community, not the other way around. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Dami, I want to ask you this. We all believe that your immediate family, especially parents, are the fundament. They are the foundation of knowledge for almost all of us, because we all came from a particular home. So what advice would you give parents to help them listen and support young people?
All right, thank you very much. For parents, for families listening to my voice and watching me, I will tell you that all the children you have, they can't behave the same way. Everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses. Parents should not be, comparing their children based on their weaknesses. Don't tell that Tola is better off you. Don't compare. Treat each child according to who they are. Even the even the identical twins, they don't even behave the same way. So treat children the way they are, because you understand them better. And even some parents, some of the mistakes we make, we have our preferred child, and you make it known to other children that this is my preferred child. It's not too good. So listen, number one, listen up to your children. Let them talk to you. Open all channels of discussion. Don't be too busy. So when you listen to them, you may solve issues that can make them be stigmatized. I know of a friend, when the child just got admitted into one of the nursery school, because of the way the physical maybe of the boy, he has a big head. They kept calling the boy Edward, Edwin. And the guy he's lowering his self-esteem. And he came. And the father was like, oh. And I tell you, alright, no. Tell the guy, tell your son that, okay, I have big head. That's why I'm going to be the head and not the tail. Promote that positive self-esteem. The child will not say, the child will feel that, oh, even though the world is against me, my family is with me. So promote that positive reassurance. I used to tell my children, you are the best. Always reassure them. So they feel free to discuss anything with you. So when you know that weaknesses of your child, you deal with it. Why not using that as a condemnation? I used to tell people, if you want to correct, don't condemn. Correct, so that person will see that correction, that it's for my good. So family, parents, don't compare your children. Don't use the same measure to compare your children. Know their strength. Your son may be good at playing football, while the daughter is good at AI. Don't say that you should go and learn AI. Understand their strengths and weaknesses. And just like the SWOT will say, create the opportunity for them to turn the weaknesses to become strengths for them. So that's for me, for family. And so also, when it is done like that in family, you can bring it back to the church. You can bring it back to the mosque, whereby the leaders, the faith leaders, have listening ears and can treat everybody according to the way they present themselves. Jesus Christ, like I said, ate and dined with the Gentiles. He didn't say they didn't believe in him. He knew that Peter would deny him. Yet he told him, after the denial, he did not even forsake him. So he knew every of his disciples accordingly, and he treated them accordingly. So we should understand that fact, that everybody cannot behave the same way we want them to behave. There's this tendency that people behave negatively. There's this idea that people will, provoke us. Is it because we are being provoked as a Christian leader or Muslim leader, you will just leave the pulpit and you say you are going home? No. There are eggs and there are eggs. So you need to deal with them. Some people say, if you want to catch a monkey, you have a banana. For me, I say, if you want to catch a monkey, you should have varieties of banana.
That's
Not
very
just
good.
one species.
That's very good. Alaji, do you want to contribute to that? How do you think family can help in mitigating stigma?
They say charity begins at home.
Yes.
Certainly, yeah.
It is what you, even some elite, they said, jargons in computer, jargons out.
Garbage in, garbage
Yeah,
out.
garbage in,
Whatever
garbage
you
out.
put in it is what it gives.
It is what you put in your
That
child,
you get.
you will get. If you teach him very well, if you give him good home training, definitely when he goes out, he's going to behave in good way. Although we may, for this heaven, know how we not see black. There's no how we want to do it without seeing black. No, if it's white. No. So from those children, at least know how we not see maybe 2% that we not follow what
you've taught.
What you taught that person. That does not mean that person is useless. In a family, you have some that will like to be an art student. Some would like to be an science student. If both of them goes out, they are going there to make a future. So this what you are saying begin from home. When you put in your child, so definitely you get a good result. So the family had a vital role to play in one's life.
Thank you very much, sir. A lot of people, especially young people these days, turn to social media to get results. Not just young people, because when people talk about social media, they always say young people. All of us are using social media.
Yes,
All of us are now using social media, and a lot of people exactly, and a lot of people turn to social media to get responses.
Yes.
Anything that they are thinking of and they want an answer, they quickly search it online. Now the question is this: how can faith communities ensure they encounter accurate, respectful, and health positive information online? Mr. Dami, I want you to answer this question.
Thank you very much. As religious leaders, I think I did something on online validation of news. Number one is that any opportunity any religious leader have to be online, ensure that the content you are going there are facts that can be trusted. Some religious leaders, we see them on the social media. All they do is to castigate the other religion or to, give information that they are the only one that Christ has sent to the world. No. Religious leaders should ensure continuous sensitization in their church to say, even as my congregants want to post anything on the social media, ensure, I keep telling people, when I share anything with myself, what's the source? What's the fact? Can this be validated? Before you know it, people are good at, I want to be the first person to share his story.
To share information.
And they share the information that are misleading. Until you need to sit down and, if you are not your right frame of mind or your right senses, and you just keep, people, they know me, they share anything, share and send. I don't send. Because I don't trust the source and I don't know. So I don't want to mention religious leaders that here. Some persons will know that if they say anything on the everybody will follow suit because we have seen it as a validated authority. So that's the level where we want us to go through. That for every religious leader, even family or community leader that is coming online, ensure the content you are bringing can be trusted. Don't say because we have freedom of information, we can post all jargon. Some people, they will post prayer points that are necessary. All in them, they want people just to like their page. and sometimes can be misleading. You see some people, the way they will turn the Bible references like
to suit the narrative.
Their narrative at that time. And that can be misleading. Somebody who is isolated already, listening to that, will say, this person is talking to me.
I've been justified.
Commit suicide.
Oh, okay. I even thought you were going to say,
it could be on both sides.
Yeah.
What I've done is justifiable. I have a backup. If he's a pastor, this man's an alpha. I am justified. So, content on the social media should be validated. Don't just post because you want to post. Just share because you want people to know that this is the name of your church or the name of your mosque. Ensure that you have valid. Then some churches are running live programs online. There are some content even in your church that we don't need to see online. We don't need it.
It's not all church programs that should go online.
Issues around, okay, I'm looking at how will I be, I've not even seen my urgent 2K. I just tuned in and they are donating in this church. 100 million naira.
And it's online.
The next thing, the person goes to the church and could not get that empowerment he's looking for. That church is a liar. And some, because they want to just get cheap popularity, they do all sorts on the media. So, as a religious leader, onus lies on every one of us to ensure that any content you are bringing online, I'm not saying you should not go online, validate the content, let the populace trust your content and your source.
And let it be content that are going to benefit the public. Because I think social media especially is a channel.
And it's a channel that nobody can control.
Yes, and it should be a channel for taking things that benefit the general public to them. It's not a place for you to start advertising things you shouldn't be advertising, because ministry is not for you to advertise. Ministry is for you to meet specific needs. So if those contents are not going to meet needs, there is no need for it to be online. You can do anything you like in your church, but anything that will benefit the general public is what should be published online. Thank you so much.
That does not take away the fact that I am leaving my church because I've watched a good content online. It could only add to my faith. Does not mean I'm not going to that church again. And I tell people, I was talking to a group of youth, I said, I deal with the realities of ground. Hardly we see our young people now willing to spend 3 hours in the church. Am I making any sense? Hardly. But the small content they want to see online that will, resonate with their faith should be trusted, should be validated.
Thank you so much for that. Quickly, I want to ask Alhaji this question. Alhaji, how do you think religion leaders can partner with clinics, with hospitals, with NGOs to ensure that the communities around them enjoy some basic benefits that align with human rights?
Like I've told you the earlier time that there was a time they organized a youth week.
Yeah.
When they organize that a youth week, don't forget that they are going to bring the resource person. When they bring resource person, during that period, there was a free test and free treatment, free drugs. So they do consult the NGOs that will support them. These funders. It is in church or mosque you can see a lot of followers that will benefit from the program. And the decision of the country is not friendly, it's not pocket friendly. But if you can contact the NGOs, when you contact the NGOs, they will fund that program for you. So when they fund that program for you, it will go a long way in the life of those young
people. That's very, very correct. Let me ask you, in addition to that, how do you think funding is always a major problem? Funding is always a major problem. So how do you think funding problem can be solved?
Okay, I will give some practical things we do in my church. Number one is that we establish a welfare committee. And that welfare committee, we have people who donate to fund that committee. That is one. Two, in terms of health-related issues, we have access to private and public facilities that we can make a call to in case of emergencies. And of recent, the church itself, I was able to, to link the church to the health insurance scheme of the state government. The church subscribed to it, and you have your premium card you can take to any facility registered under the state, both private and public. You can take it down there. When you pay your premium for that 1 year, it covers you. It's even covered minor surgery. So because people will come with several, why that became necessary, because people will come with requests. I want to go for my child needs this health, my son needs this health, and they are not pocket friendly, just like Alaji said. So we'll also look, what are the available opportunities? Number one, we saw that, okay, the state government is doing this, we leverage on it. We have our welfare committee. Then we still have some, some of our congregants who are not living in Nigeria, who also see as a point of duty to support that process. That is it. Then again, I keep saying it, if you want to be viable, you need to tap all opportunities that are readily available for support. So because 70% of people that come to the church or the mosque, they come because they see that place as a place of succor, as a place where they can get something. You understand?
Yes.
So when they come there and they don't see it, it becomes an issue. And that's why you see all religious leaders trying to do one thing or the other thing to ensure that they meet the needs of the people. So there are people that come not just to worship, but they know that when I come, I will go with palliative. So we need, and the demand will keep coming. The demand will keep coming. So those things we do are how we address needs and still, struggling with fund.
Thank you very much. I think a lot of young people in religion space, they have a lot of questions. They have a lot of things they seek knowledge about. What role do you think mentorship plays in addressing this concern?
Thank you very much. Mentorship.
Yes.
If you don't believe in your mentor, you can't be mentored. That's number one. So you need to believe, trust that person's space. 1. 2, the mentorship should be not just periodic. It should be something that should go on often and often. Why did I say that? Because a lot of people will quote high-ranking profile religious leaders and say, this is the way. And some people will say, we're not saying about motivational speaker, so just on a lighter mode. But then mentorship plays a whole role. A whole role. I have seen some young people who want to behave like their pastors, who want to behave like their Muslim leaders, who want to talk the same accent, the way they talk.
True.
That's the role of mentorship. If at that level they want to be like you, then the role model, need to be trusted and ensure that these sessions are capacity development sessions for them. Young people need empowerment. They need a tap. Some even know what they want to do. They just need a nod of a faith leader to say, yes, my daddy Gio says, my Afa says, and they are there. So the role of mentorship cannot be downplayed for young people. And that's why in the space I've served as a youth president for 8 years, I was being creative about it, starting campus fellowships. You need them. From campus fellowships, don't just come and worship alone. We look into tutorials. We look into why are you feeling great. We look into, when last did you submit your assignment? So we are attaching the campus fellowship to a mother church within that space of the university. We ran empowerment with probably, I don't want to mention a financial institution also to support, for those who had business idea. We developed business plan, their business model canvas, and they started up. That's mentorship role and all those sorts. And they are still coming to the church because they know their needs are being met.
That's
so
amazing.
we can't downplay the role of mentorship. It's not just that, come and read the Bible. Jesus Christ had fed with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. There are different sects of people that are there. Some people will eat bread. Some people will eat fish. Abi? They are there. So when you do it, you sustain their interest, not just in the church, in the Christ, in the religion. You sustain their interest because they see that, no, when I go to a place of succor and my needs are being met, of course, I will respect that space.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alaji, I want to ask you this. If there is a young woman that is watching this right now and she feels afraid to seek help or to make health decisions because she's afraid of the what people will say, what are the words of comfort that you have to say to such individual?
Well, with the young girls, the adults begins at age 18. If you are from age 18, when you mix with people, you don't isolate yourself. You don't isolate yourself. If you cannot even ask your mom or ask your dad, but even what's the reason why you don't ask your mom? Your mentors, like I've made mention of that time, the mentors also should make sure they are friendly with their mentee. If they are friendly with their mentee, like if they have project in that place, in the organization, they make sure they give it to those people in need. If you're a carpenter, if there's a carpenter job, you give them a carpenter job. If you're a bricklayer, there's a bricklayer job, you give them a bricklayer job. So they have belief in that their mentor. Then the young ladies, it is easy that you speak out your mind than to die in silence. Because if you die in silence, it is a sin also. It is better you speak out what is in your mind so that you can see help. Everyone help those who help themselves. If you don't speak out, how will they come to your aid? How will you be assisted if you didn't speak out? So everybody are in it. Only the ways they request are different. Some make their request in secret, so that maybe other people may not know. So those that you see that they are grooving, they are blowing, you don't know that there is something underground. They speak out. If they know that this person is better than me, you close with that person and talk. You share your thought with that person. So when you share your thought, there will be a way for you than to keep it silent. If you keep it silent, that person will die in silence.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So the message is don't keep quiet. Ensure that you speak to your mentor, especially your parents. Now, Alhaji has emphasized on this. Be close to your mother. For those whose mothers are still alive, build a relationship with your mom or a mentor and try to share as much as possible. The more you share, the more you learn. And I want to ask you something. When Alhaji was explaining, he mentioned something that is very important. He said adulthood starts from the age of 18. There's a UNICEF report, 2023 report, that says 1 out of 5 children, girls, under the age of 18 gets married. So my question to you is this, Mr. Dami. How do you think religion leaders can speak to this topic of child marriage while they still maintain a level of compassion and they're able to convey the message without condemning or leading the victim of this situation into maybe depression or being stigmatized?
Thank you very much, sir. There's this saying that we only live once. We should speak up, So for religious leaders to address that question, number one, don't condemn those who are already in that situation. Because my people perish because of lack of knowledge. When we see, looking at the consequences of child marriage, physical, especially from the health related, looking at economic empowerment, looking at the society, when we look at the consequences, we convey our messages based on the consequences, not condemning those who are doing it already. So they will have to see reason with us. They will have to see reason because we are not ready. A child who is not of a childbearing age and has gotten married, there's every tendency that it increases maternal mortality. There's every tendency it increases maternal morbidity. So if we look at all consequences from the health, from the economic sector, security-wise, and we convey our message in a way to say we want a safe space for everybody, not condemning those who are already in it, so that they don't feel stigmatized. So there's a way we can create our message. You can see that things are changing. Before, in some churches, the male and the female cannot sit on the same row, but they are changing now. Before, a Christian and a Muslim cannot sit down like this in the studio. It is changing now. So the change might not be automatic, immediate, but the conversation, when it keeps going, sensitization keeps going, online, physically, in church, in school, it keeps going. You see that orientation will change. It's about our orientation. In the northern sect, for a while, you will see that there are female professors now coming up.
Yes.
It wasn't like that before. It wasn't like that before. In fact, me as a Christian, working with the Almajiris in their Sanda means that things are changing and it will keep changing over time. So as religious leaders, I will encourage us to ensure that our messages, our teachings should center around, what are the consequences of child marriage? How can we respond to those who are already there without condemning their acts? Because it's not the choice of some of these children in child marriage. You understand? And if a particular region is practicing it, I know it will still change over time. The issue of killing the twins, it has stopped. So it will change over time.
Alhaji, the same question. What are your views about child marriage, and how do you think religion leaders can speak about it without making the other people, especially people in it, feel stigmatized?
Well, I want to say that if someone married early, that does not mean we should condemn that person. The earlier the better at times. The earlier the better at times. In the sense that if that person wants to have maybe 4 children, if he started at the age of 16 or 18, 2 years interval. So before 30 years of age.
But I think there is a law in Nigeria that says no child under the age of 18 should get married.
Yeah.
Yes, then there's a law. But if nowadays the law must be amended, because we can see that children of 16 of age, they put to bed.
Irrespective of their religion.
Irrespective of religion. They put to bed. Even someone you isolate, get pregnant at the age of 16. As a community leader, I see many. Once it happens, don't let that person be scared. Draw it near, talk to her. You take that child. The girl should continue. You should go back to the school. I'm sending you to school. I didn't send you to go and get pregnant. That doesn't affect things. Because if you be harsh on that person, the person may decide to get suicide. What is again as a parent? What is again as a society leader? You don't encourage it, but if it happens, it happens. So you just that person will get sense that this one that happened to him draws her back in education. Before the person could be able to do that one, it may reach years before he venture to get married. So we should not do, if it happens, we need to talk to that person it is not good, but that's not the end of the life.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, let's round up with this. What is that one thing, one teaching in your religion that you want our audience to hold on to about dignity and health?
Yeah, for Christian, on dignity and health, we can link it to our compassion and love. If you look at the story of the Good Samaritan, there was an accident. Somebody was in the pool of blood. Everybody passed away. But the Good Samaritan came back. Dignity on health. He held the health on board. And he came, took the person to the hospital, still make payments that this person should be well attended to. It means that it upholds the health of that person, meaning that the love is there and the dignity is there. So that's just it. It's about compassion.
Thank you so much. Now, in this episode, we've learned that compassion and dignity are values shared by all faiths. Community have a choice to judge or to support, and you also have a choice to judge or to support people. And when we choose support, remember, we build healthier, stronger societies, which is the core of every religion. Don't forget that every person has the right to accurate health information, safe and respectful services, and the ability to make informed decisions, especially about their body and their future. So when people make decisions, please don't judge them. Support them. Try as much as possible to create an environment where they feel safe, where they feel free to express themselves and to seek help. Let's commit to becoming a community of compassion where every person is supported and not judged, and where dignity is our highest guiding principle. For more resources and to continue learning about this topic, please visit www.reachoutwithhealth.org. Reach Out with Health are the sponsor of this episode, and we want to thank you for the commitment you have to humanity, and we encourage everyone to please visit their website www.reachoutwithhealth.org to learn more and also to support the good work that they are doing. Thank you for watching this episode. Until I come your way next time, my name is Akinboye Akinkwelumi. Thank you so much and have a fantastic day.